Good afternoon, everyone. I here call October 23, 2025 Code Compliance Special Master hearing to order. Roll call, Special Master Michael Stiles.
Here.
City Attorney Roger Poole.
Here.
Co-Director Jose Perez.
Present.
Special Master, please approve the minutes of the hearing that took place on October the 2nd, 2025.
Approve.
We kindly request that everyone in attendance place their cell phones on silence. Por favor, pongan su teléfono celular en silencio. Anyone giving testimony today, please stand to be sworn in by Homestead Police Officer Schnebly.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do. You can lower your hands.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Translators. Translators, can you hear me?
Yes, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Okay. Please
I
raise
can
your
hear
right
you.
hand.
Can you hear?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? If so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you.
For the record, the following amendments have been made for the hearing agenda. Item number 2 from Lien Mitigations has been paid and is in compliance. Address 1222 Southeast 12th Street, Melvin and Ana Fernandez. Item number 7 from Civil Citations has been tabled. Case number CE 25090303. Item number 1, case number CE 25020013 from previously heard has been complied. Item number 2, case number CE 25040224 from table cases has been complied. Item number 10, case number CE 25070300 from new business has been tabled. Item 18, case number CE 25070313 from new business has been tabled. Item 22, case number CE 25070317 from new business has been tabled. Item 22, case number CE 25070320 from new business has been tabled. Item 36, case number CE 25090212 from new business has been tabled. Special Master, if I may take the cases out of order from the agenda for those who are present today.
Approve.
Okay, item number 1 from new business. Code Officer Chapelli, case number CC 2500202, MSB Homestead Inc.
The property was cited on October 9th, 2025 for code sections violation 22-65 for illicit discharges into the storm drain system. This action constitutes as irreparable and irreversible, act in nature of the dumping into a storm drain. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on October 9th, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. The photographs were taken by the stormwater tech Willie Dordoye Dordoye on August 26, 2025, and I also took photographs on October 5th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Special Master, I also have from Public Works, Stormwater, Tracy Moore, so he can speak a little bit more about this case.
All right. Mr. Tracy, go ahead. Mr. Moore? Yes. Go ahead.
We've been to this location approximately 6 times within this calendar year to clean this storm drain due to flooding. Each time we go, we have to, if you see the pictures, we have to vac out the storm drain system to actually get it to work. But as soon as we have another rain event, the system is already clogged from settlement.
What type of settlement is going into the
Dirt, oil, dirt, just debris, whatever's on the ground.
Okay. Go ahead. Can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Milan Filipovic, 1290 Southwest 2nd Street.
Go ahead and give me your statement, please.
Special Magistrate, if I may.
Your name and address, please.
Yes, Christine Rodriguez, 28 Pigeon, Key Largo. I'm the administrator of most of the Filipovic properties. I've worked with their family. They have 4 generations, so I've a lot of properties. I'd like him to, he's the property owner, but I'd also like to question him. I'm sure Code would like to question him. And also I'd like to try to combine this with the agenda item 28, which is also us, if we can do that at the same time. I'm not an attorney, I'm just here with representing the family.
So because of the judicial process, we could hear this item and then go to the next items in order. That's fine. But for right now, we have to hear them separately as they stand.
That's fine. They kind of go together, but
That's
however
fine.
the process is, that's fine.
Thank you.
So if I may, we're talking about, this one is going to be ending in 306, the case number?
Are you speaking on his behalf? He would have to give that public.
I wanted to ask him some
Okay.
questions. I'm speaking for the family in general, but he can make a statement.
Yeah, he's going to have to give you authority to speak because I'm hearing him.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, I
as
do,
long
yeah.
as he's giving you permission, then we can move forward.
I do give her authority to speak.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, so which case is that we're doing now?
This is case CC 2500202.
Gotcha. So it looks like the notice of violation was issued October 9th, and the comply date was October 9th. This was in violation of section 22-65 illicit discharge, correct? That's the violation?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to verify, because there's a few cases that are open. So it looks like the officer came out on and posted a summons to appear October 9th, and then posted another one dated October 12th. And I guess that's certified October 9th as well, which was a Sunday, but anyway. So what we're here to talk about is the discharge. So this is a storm drain that consistently is clogged. Milan himself, I think, has reported, I think the record is 7, what I could see, 7 times about the drainage going back to 2024. I think the code officers were relying heavily on M&S storing or considering, or I guess they're considering they're storing vehicles on that right-of-way. So the road is a dirt road. It has 21 and a half feet of cement, I guess it would be like a pad that's cracked, severely cracked, so it's very porous. And then the storm drain itself, which is, I would say, 3 by 2, is very close to the tenants, the residents, at the end of 2nd Street on the left-hand side. So we've called multiple times. I know the city came out. I know Mrs. Adder had helped with some of our, I don't know where she is, but helped with some of our complaints. And they did come out and they did clean it a few times. But I think that the issue is they feel that the junkyard itself is storing. So I want to give you some operating procedures on our junkyard, just very briefly. We have, our BTO is inside storage. Inside, everything has to be done inside, which is correct. However, we do have freighters that come and go all day long, either delivering cars or picking up cars. So what we do, and I know there's pictures in the file of that happening, and what we do is we will go out with our machinery, receive our commodity, and put it in our yard. So when I think about the word storage, I think of a lengthy time. I think of us operating a business out there for more than an hour or 45 minutes that it takes us to unload a truck. So I don't think that raises to the threshold of illicit discharge. We do have our rapid response. We do have, again, our operating procedures. We can throw kitty litter down if there's any kind of an issue with any of the cars. But we take ownership of the cars when it's FOB in our lot, in our area. Now, that's one thing. The other thing is the road itself. So again, it's a dirt road. So the road is, in my opinion, obviously lower than the grate, and then you have the cement pad that has some roll off. But everything, I guess, I'm not an engineer, would go into the drain. But it doesn't. It just stays there for days and days and days. And we have, to the best of our ability, have tried to mitigate a lot of that. I think you've gone out and tried to sweep the road, tried to, the pump we used to get the water out. We've talked to the tenants or the owner next door, which today he did do some fill with some rock. I think he may have covered the storm drain. I didn't go out there and take a look at it. But now that's causing another barrier for drainage. So I think that there's a lot of circumstances that could be the issue for this storm drain. It could be your own infrastructure. It could be the new housing that's going on. I don't know. But I don't think it rises to the threshold where you can absolutely, beyond the shadow of a doubt, blame it on the junkyard. We've 45, almost half a century, 4 generations of Filipovics, major landowners all over the city of Homestead, and I think we try to do our very best as far as the community goes. And we certainly would never viciously put anything in a storm drain, because why would we want our property to be flooded? We want people to come in and be serviced. So that is what I have on 202- I guess NOV case. But I do have some more if they have anything that they would like to add to that.
Is there any counter? So,
Actually, sir, I'm so sorry to interrupt
No,
you.
you're good.
I just saw something, and it was in my notes that I did want to point out. If you could just go down one page. Oh, I'm sorry, up. one page, the next one, right there. So when we're looking at the parcel numbers, now you did do the notice of violation, and I believe that it was posted correctly. But if you look at those parcel numbers, 0042 is Filipovich family. 0040 is Santana on the other side. Now, they certainly, if you go down and you scroll down the pictures, you certainly see both properties, and you have evidence that you submitted for both properties. But when you're looking at our specific folio, 0042, I think you can see that the pictures, I think, were taken on, some of them were 829. And the right-of-way is clear. So I kind of wanted to maybe bring that about as well, because I don't know who is it that they're faulting for this? Which owner?
This specific violation is for 1290 Southwest First Street.
I see that.
Yes.
But I also see that in your system, because I did note it, and even in the pictures, it's showing the neighbor on the other side as well, which is, I think, part of this violation.
The notice of violation specifically has the parcel ending in 42.
Thank you.
Which is that of 1290 Southwest First Street.
Yes, I agree that we're together with it as
Yes.
far as your documentation.
So
But
right
I
now
was
we're
wondering if it was
referencing.
served on 0040, because your pictures, all of your pictures are not of us, of our home.
Well, if you weren't served properly, you wouldn't be here today.
No, I'm not arguing that it weren't so proper. I'm just asking if you are if your pictures are showing two separate properties, was the other property violated as well?
For this
are you
specific,
taking into that into
for this
consideration?
specific violation, it is off of Southwest Second Street. The other property is off Southwest First Street.
So let's take a look, if you don't mind, of your pictures, because I think that's where I was confused, and maybe you can clarify. There are some pictures in there that are not of us, so I didn't want that to be a part of the violation or a part of the evidence of the violation. So that, if you want me to just give you a brief, that is Second Street. That is towards the end. That is the flood. Was that taken in October? I think it was. Yes. And you can see that there's a car out there, but we can't stop the general public from, we can't control that. We bring it in the morning when we go open.
So first of all, in order to correct you on that, that swell is not the owner's swell. It is the swell of the city.
Yes, sir.
So you really technically can't park anything on the swell of the city. That's illegal.
I agree with you.
So that's already one, violation. The debris that is going into I'm not an environmental type guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But facts are facts. If it's going to rain, and if the junkyard is not properly has its own drainage system, where does all of those things go?
So, just to go back to the first part that you said about parking on the swale. So when you say parking on the swale, I'm assuming use of the right-of-way.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. So we know that the City of Homestead does have certain ordinances on use of right-of-way. You'd have to have probably a special permit or what have you for anything like that. We don't have that in our BTR. We are industrial. But I don't see it as parking. And I'm going to say why. Because if a customer comes into our facility, they're parking. They're going inside, we're, transacting, and they're leaving. And I can understand that. I think the chief of police or the Homestead Police Department, I wasn't there. I think they had some people towed at some point for that, and that would certainly be the right thing if that's what they chose to do. But in this case, we're being cited for, this particular one, we're being cited for illicit dumping or into the drain. I don't see that what we're doing as far as transient, meaning we are accepting a delivery, like, I don't know, a bar like Simmons Bar, a Budweiser truck. They're parking in the middle of the road, they're unloading, they're transacting. That's what we've done. We're not storing. Storing certainly has a level of time. We're not parking. We are having a transaction. And I understand that. And I think the city is silent on that as far as your code of ordinances. And certainly to mitigate this issue, we would certainly discuss right-of-way usage or try to get that done if that's the level that we have to go to. But I don't think that this particular violation can of itself be completely encumbered by and at fault of the junkyard.
So I'm gonna give you a scenario. I live in an HOA.
Yes, sir.
They built my house 5 bedrooms with 2 parking garage. I have teenagers and adults living in my house. I parked my car across the street for my wife to come out. Do you know I got a citation for $100? And that was me parking it across the street on the swell.
Unfortunately,
All right,
HOAs
so the swell is the swell. If the police comes by and want to give you a ticket because he see you parked on the swell, that's the law. So even if you're making a transaction, I just left from Baltimore with something similar to this because the parking is so crucial there, right?
Yes, sir.
Whenever a delivery is made, if that delivery person is not by their vehicle amongst them leaving and doesn't have it properly, that's a ticket.
I understand that.
All right,
and
so while that car is parked there, that's on the swell of the city. All right, if I was to take and throw trash on the city's swell, I can get a ticket for littering.
Absolutely.
All right, same way with this right here. If trash is in my yard and it winds up in the city's property or in the city's drainage, who's responsible for that?
If I may.
Yeah.
With all respect. I understand, I want to go back to the beginning where you talked about HOA. You're parking. You're going into your home. You're not transacting. You're not going right back out. You're parking. There's bylaws, there's all kinds, HOAs are the Gestapo, I think. But other than that, I don't think it is the same. And I'm going to tell you why. One's commercial, one's residential. You're parking, you're going into your home. We are simply receiving a delivery.
Okay.
We're not pouring trash down. Nobody's pouring trash down.
I hear you. I want to go back to this drainage because I'm wasting time and I only have a small amount of time. All right, so the drainage situation, that's where I'm at right now, right?
Yes.
I do see that it is the responsibility of the owner of the property because if your trash is coming into the city, which you stated in the very beginning, the roadway is already lower. That was stated in the very beginning. So now what are we doing on the owner's side to alleviate trash being from your property into the drainage? Because it's impossible for you not have some trash going into that drainage. Whether it's you're trying to figure out how to put a basket in there to catch the drain so you can dump it out, it has to be something done. And that's where we're at today. What can be done?
If I may. I don't understand why the city of Homestead would think that it would be a private property's owner responsibility to clean a drain on a road that is owned by the city. If my neighbor is doing something wrong, I'm not going to go on his property and correct it. It's your property. Now, in light of what you're saying and fairness, I agree with you 100%. If somebody is putting trash on your property and it's affecting your infrastructure, then certainly that would be an issue that we would need to mitigate. I truly believe that when you all asphalted 12th Street in 2022, you created a slope which gave away oils, sediments, everything like that. You have people that are parking over here. You have residents that might have their own car issues. I don't think it could be completely on the fault of a junkyard. So if the city of Homestead, this might be easier also that I'm thinking about it, if the city of Homestead has another storm drain somewhere that they're cleaning out, is that the fault? Is there a junkyard around there? Like, whose fault would that be? I don't understand how you can completely put the violation
Not a
upon
problem.
us.
Give me 1 second, if you may. Mr. Moore, as a part of your work with the stormwater and you oversee the crew, can you please provide some insight on how your crew was able to determine that this specific discharge was coming from that specific property?
Well, in one of the pictures, you'll see that they have a sweeper, and I think they said they sweep the road. So the drainage is not higher than the road. The drains are sloped down. They're in the lower part of the street. So if they're sweeping dirt and debris, it's going to end up into the system. On average, we may go in an area to clean twice during fall when there's a lot of foliage. The leaves fall, we have to hit that twice, but we never, this is a location that every time it rains, we're there. Like I said, we've been there approximately 6 or 7 times this year already to clean that drain, and that's not typical. But if they're sweeping debris and the road on 12th Avenue that was laid, it was at the elevation, it was milled and resurfaced. So the elevation of the road did not change, and 12th Avenue runs north and south. Your road is east and west, and it would have no effect. If it would, you would be flooded from 12th Avenue all the way headed back west on 2nd Street. So that elevation, that did not change the elevation of that road. And you see the same, yeah, so that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. At this time, the city rests its case.
If I may ask him. Thank you. Mr. Moore. Thank you.
Please speak into the microphone.
Oh, well, okay. I know that Milan was with you that last time that you cleaned the drains, right?
I wasn't with him directly, I was with one of his representatives.
My Tech 4 Willie.
Okay, I wasn't sure who was in that.
Yeah,
Willie.
I was not there. He was not able to attend, so I'm stepping in for him. On the superintendent.
Oh, so you weren't there at that time
When he cleaned the drain?
when he cleaned it, or when whatever you said, sweeping?
Well, no, on one of your pictures, it shows that someone owns a sweeper in the junkyard and it's parked there.
Yeah, we do.
And if you're sweeping the road to get rid of the dirt or debris, with the storm drains being sloped off to the side, where do you think that debris is going to go? It's going to end up in the storm drain because you're not vacuuming up that debris that you sweep up. So what happens is that as soon as we go over and clean the drain to get the muck out, the water actually goes down. But a couple of weeks later, if it rains, it's the same thing over and over again because it's just full of muck. And we have work orders of like how much that drainage system has a 20-inch pipe, a 5-foot solid pipe, and then it has a 20-foot long perforated pipe. And we have the work order showing how much debris we're getting out of that one basin every time we go there. So there is a lot of debris that's being put in that one basin.
Has that debris ever been analyzed or any kind of testing for motor oil or?
That's not what we do.
I was just wondering.
Yeah,
if
no.
It's tree debris, if
it's not leaves.
Dirt,
It's not leaves. It's mostly just dirt and whatever.
Looks like just muck.
Rock, whatever it is on the roadway. Yes.
So, I just wanted to elaborate on the sweeper. I did say earlier that we do sweep our portion if a freighter happens to have an issue. So what we do is if we see anything on the ground, we will go out with our, what we call kitty litter, but it's granules, to sop up the oil. We get that up, usually with the shovel or what have you. We put it in a 55-gallon drum. ECM picks it up, and gets rid of it for us. As far as the sweeping goes, and you're the one that owns the business, but I don't think that, when you're thinking about it, that he's sweeping the road. I think that that's a mistake when you say that. I think that what's happening is that specific spot, we have to target based on green yards, which is a Florida statute that we have to do. whether it's, just to mitigate any issues. But I don't think, when I first read everything, I thought sweeping, like he was doing all of second. He's certainly not doing that. Mm-hmm.
At this juncture, the city wishes that the magistrate take the testimony was presented into determination, and we rule with an adjudication. Thank you.
As I stated once before, I'm not an environmental type guy, but I know if I sweep up something in a dustpan, I don't get all the debris all the time. So whether it's sweeping or whatever is going on, we need to come to some kind of understanding of how can we resolve the issue.
Sir, if I may, before you rule, I just forgot one more thing that was very important as far as taking responsibility. Mr. Filipovic has made, on his own, 8 requests in the past, 12 months, 13 months, for the city to please come and help him. Please tell him what to do. Please clarify what needs to be done. He's been out there multiple times, I think, with your team. We have asked. I think he's emailed the mayor. And every time we ask, it's sent from Mr. and Mrs. Adder to code, and we're violated. So we're not really collaborating because we don't have any information as far as what do you want us to do to make everyone happy. So what I'm asking for is not, I guess, to be found in violation, and ask this maybe to be tabled or maybe to have a 30-day so we can collaborate with your team and figure out what we can do to make this stop. Because this has only been an issue, as far as we know, this bad for the past 12 months that you've been reporting. And also to Mr. Moore, 12th Street does absolutely flood with 2nd and 1st.
It's the same thing because with the vehicles, the swell areas, like the gentleman said, if you park vehicles on the swell, you get rid of the natural filtration. So now the ground becomes like concrete, so that water has nowhere to go, right? So, yeah, there should only be street parking, because those swells over there, it's just solid, and the water cannot percolate through the ground. So that caused another issue. So but we do clean 12 as well as
and I
second.
don't disagree with anything. And like the special magistrate, I'm not an environmental person. We didn't have anything tested, but you have garbage trucks, you have UPS, you have FedEx. 12th Street is a thoroughway. That's how everyone gets around. 1st and 2nd are dirt roads, dead-end dirt roads. So is it the junkyard? Is it people parking? Is it the trucks? Is it the asphalt? 100% it cannot be just the junkyard. And there's no proof that it truly is coming from the junkyard. Now, preponderances, I understand that.
Well, we have your admission to having the street sweeper. We have the determination from the Public Works Department saying that the debris looks like that of it's coming from a street sweeper.
Okay,
And I'm just setting the expectation right now. This is the type of case that's irreversible in nature, because we cannot take back the fact that Public Works had to be there over 6 times this year to have to unclog that drain because of the debris that's going down the
Because of your
drain.
infrastructure.
Again,
You cannot determine liability.
You're
based on
contributing towards the flooding by clogging the drain.
I think
If-
you're right. I don't disagree.
if
It
the
would be a
business-
contribution, but
We'll
to
be a
what
little,
length it would
we'll be a little
determine
bit, let's think outside the box a little bit there. If there was no junkyard there, the transient of all the vehicles, the storage on the right-of-way, that flooding wouldn't happen there. The clogging of the drains wouldn't happen there, because there wouldn't be any transient in nature.
If I may, Mr. Moore, is that
Please speak into the
only
microphone.
rainwater field that you've cleaned in the city of Homestead?
No.
The only one with an issue?
That's the only one that we clean that many times per year. But-
Due to a 7 or 10
Yes.
complaints from the property owner here. But the other drain fields that you clean certainly don't have a junkyard next to them.
They have a lot of foliage, and we just do a routine maintenance every year before storm season to make sure all our drains are clean, which that's just standard.
So from my viewing of these photos, with the just a little bit of hearing on both ends, what I see on the ground is not foliage. This is more, as you stated, it may be kitty litter, it may be whatever it is to clean up, which thank you for cleaning it up, but that stuff does have to go somewhere. And evidently it's going right here to this drainage. So even with the sweeping or whatever you're doing to clean up, we still have to figure out a way to be able to alleviate as much debris that's going into the storm drain. As I stated before, due to the circumstances of what's going on, you're unloading cars, you're loading cars, I hear you. Is there a way to unload the cars inside of your facility so that that swell can actually gain its purpose back? Because evidently, as we just stated here just a minute ago, due to the parking, there is nowhere for the water to go. I'm quite sure you're using every square footage of your junkyard, right or wrong? There's nowhere for water to go. Where can water go? Nowhere. There's nowhere for the water to drain. So by the time it gets to the outside of the property, of course, whatever trash or debris that's already setting up gets wet. The kitty litter gets wet. Where is it going to go? To that drainage, right or wrong? It's kind of like a funnel. It's a funnel that we are pouring stuff into, and once you clog that funnel up, there's no way for the water to go. So I
did want to clarify two things that you said. When we talk about kitty litter, we're talking about a little very small spot of oil. We're not talking about the street. We're not kitty littering the street. If there's an oil escape from a car that's being delivered, usually it's a little puddle. Kitty litter into the 55-gallon ECM hazardous picks it up. We're not talking about the street. That's where his street sweeper is an angle. That's where we're able to pick up that portion, put it into our hazardous drum, and we're done. So I did want to clarify that because I think that's, you may have thought that was the entire street. Second thing is this junkyard certainly did go through whatever zoning and planning back in the day, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming also that between Durham and maybe Swales or whatever, that, maybe they had to put in a swale or they had to put in something, but we certainly would absolutely update whatever it is that you needed. But we were never, all of these complaints, which heightened your department to come out and clean based on his complaints. He's the property owner. He's trying to fix it. So if the city were to, again, not find us in violation, but at least allow us to come before either zoning, code, plan anything, if we have to get drainage within the yard like you suggested, we're certainly able to do that. We have no problems doing that.
Again, to set the expectation, this is a violation that's irreparable in nature. We can't take back that Public Works had to go out and clean.
Agreed.
So
But
right
we
now,
cannot determine it was 100%.
so right now, the purpose of this hearing is to find whether or not the violation existed, whether or not it's guilty. With that also comes a monetary fine set to be determined by the magistrate. It'll be a one-time fine because it's an irreparable act in nature. You can't take back, it's irreversible. You can't take back what occurred and the resources the city had to provide in order to correct those actions. So that is what we're doing right now. If after the hearing you want to set a meeting with the Public Works Department, with the zoning department, by all means, but right now, that is the purpose of this hearing that we're set for today.
Thank you. And I think that not violating us would certainly allow us to.
That is the
come
determination
back.
of the
You guys,
magistrate.
It is your infrastructure, it is your storm drain.
Counsel, I'm going to have ask for legal advice on this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've heard a lot of what has been said today. I do want to remind everyone that for a quasi-judicial code enforcement hearing, the standard of evidence is not beyond a reasonable doubt, but it is simply relevance, right? So that's a different standard. And then as far as whether there's a finding of this violation being irreparable, that's a matter of fact, which is why I'm once again speaking as to the relevance standard. Does that answer your question?
Yes. So today, in order to alleviate, the city did come out multiple times to be able to assist, which I feel as though that is the city's taking responsibility as well as the owners taking responsibility. So it's not like they're not working together. However, there is a cost that comes with both ends. All right. So today I am going to fine a $500 fine, a one-time $500 fine, give you a $80 administration fee. All right. All right. So I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna close this out, and then we can move to the next. In case number CC-25-00202-NOV. Did I read that right? Was that correct? A $500 fine, $80 administration fee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They are also here for another case, item 28, under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2508-0306, MSB Homestead, Inc. Ms. Rodriguez?
You have two more items to hear on behalf.
Sorry, is the agenda number 28?
Is case number CE 2508-0306.
Okay, that you wanted us to do right?
So item 28 is for that of your business tax receipt, that you're acting outside of the scope of your approved business tax receipt.
Is that the 306 that she's saying? Violation?
It ends in 0306.
Okay, that's the one that I saw on agenda 28?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Before you, let me just say my testimony, please. Thank you. The property was cited on August 19, 2025 for Code Sections Violation 16-36. Operating outside the scope of your approved business permit, conducting business activities outside the permit, storing or processing materials outside of enclosing walls. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on October 5th, 2025 with posting. Currently the property is in violation. I took the photographs on August 19 and October 5th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Go ahead and listen to your
Thank you.
testimony again.
I just wanted to ask, I missed that August date for your picture. You said 10-5, and what was the August date?
August 19.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay, so on this one, she's correct. It looks like it was posted 10-5, and we had a comply date of 8/26. She took pictures on 8/19. However, on 8/24 at 12/27, she also took pictures. And it looks like, and I guess we could pull that picture up. I don't know if you have it or you have it. But it looks like that case was actually closed in compliance. And then I'm so sorry, I don't have his name, Gennaro? Is that his name? Mr. Gennaro, is there
That's my code manager.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, I don't know you. I think that you asked that to be reopened in an email. All 6 of our cases that I think were closed except for the one we just had. So I don't know why you would reopen it on an email. which I think was in September, late September, when we were compliant and closed.
It was closed incorrectly, so administratively, we have the authority to reopen the case because it was never in compliance.
Okay, so that, were all 6 of them closed? Oh, I'm sorry.
Right
Yeah,
now,
it would have been all 6.
We're
This is a
speaking
new
on
one.
the behalf of this one specific case right now, so let's stick to this one case as to not murky
Well,
the
yeah.
waters.
No, I know what you're saying. And I agree with you, I do want to stick to this case, but certainly this does have merit when it has been reopened. He reopened 6 a month later as not compliant. So was that all an error?
They were closed in error, that is correct. That's what we just advised.
Okay, so, thank you for that clarification. We complied in August 26th. It was closed, I guess, an error. However, we were under the impression that it was. So then we have, what, 40 days later, 50 days later, 2 months later, and you're posting a notice of violation for the same violation that we had already, we thought cleared. Nobody called us and said we weren't cleared, we were inspected and cleared. Nobody called us and said it was an error. So
Did anyone notify you that you had met compliance?
No, and we didn't have to, because your records showed, and I think.
But who
I think we
notified you
did
saying that it was in compliance?
Well, we knew we were in compliance because we did exactly what you asked. And
Did
usually
you clear
Ms.
the roadway?
Chappelli- I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. Usually comes within a week, by the compliance date. She's very good at that. Talks to us.
Did you clear the roadway?
Yes, sir.
If we pass right now, there's no vehicles stored out on that
Well, we're
roadway.
talking about this violation.
Yeah, this violation's for
So what
operating
would
outside of your.
What are you talking about?
This
today?
violation is for operating outside of your business license. Your business license does not allow you to use the public right of way to conduct business.
I totally understand that. Like, we're not disputing that. What we're disputing is
Okay,
your
if you're not-
procedural violation. You're
If you're
you're
not dis-
violating us for something that
So
was
you're not
closed
disputing the
compliant.
violation?
I'm sorry? Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, so
and
at
we
this moment, the
complied.
city is moving forward and wishes for the adjudication. They're admitting to guilt and they're in agreement with the violation. We rest our case.
Thank you. And you're a special magistrate, if I may. Again, this was closed compliant. She took pictures on the 18th. We agreed that we were not compliant on the 18th, but your paperwork did say the 26th. We complied. 8/24 at 12/27. She took pictures. There was nothing in the right-of-way. And the case was closed, maybe by error, I don't know. All 6 were reopened for whatever reason. We're going to talk about that soon on another agenda. But again, we've tried to do everything that we can do.
There again, as I stated in the very beginning, it is the owner's responsibility to receive their goods within their boundaries. So the city does have the authority to fine if it's extending on their boundaries. If I am getting a delivery, I have to have it on within my boundaries.
I would
There
agree,
again,
but
this
you're-
is the reason why we are, with the first case, of the water not being able to drain properly because you're operating outside of your boundaries, where the city does need that boundaries in order to help you not have these issues. So my thing is, again, it is still operating outside of the boundaries of the business.
If I may, Special Magistrate, we ask that you do not violate us, only because our BTR does have specific boundaries. We have to be under our roof, we have to be storing within our walls. We're not storing anything, we're not parking anything. There's the codes, your codes are silent on deliveries. Amazon, FedEx, UPS, it's silent.
If I may defer to the picture that's on the screen right now, dated September 30th, 2025 at 3:11 p.m. Can you describe and tell me, is this the street of Southwest 2nd?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
Is that your business?
September 30th. And as you can see, our
I'm asking
Oh,
questions right
you
now.
asked me to explain. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is that your business? Or the
What?
business that you're representing right now?
One of them.
Okay.
That is the side, yes.
Are those vehicles being placed there for your business?
Well, you didn't take the picture of the entire yard, I'm sure you'll see the
I'm
freighter.
asking right now what you see in the picture.
Well, I
Are
can't
those?
answer you without explaining to you.
I'm just asking. It's a yes or no question. Are
Well,
these
it's
vehicles?
not. It's not
Are
a yes
these?
or no question.
Are these vehicles from your business?
Well, they're not ours until they're in our yard, and we've
Are
accepted.
Are you accepting these vehicles of delivery for your business?
At that moment, it would be no. They're being delivered. I'm sure that if the
Who-
picture,
who-
and I don't know.
Were
maybe
these
you did.
vehicles being delivered to your business?
Yes, I would
Okay.
imagine so, yes.
Are these bobcats and trailers yours as well?
Okay, so everything on this
It's a-
left side, I do
If I may,
not-
it's a please. It's just a yes or
Well,
no
I don't
question.
know which trailer you're talking about. I'm
The
trying to
trailer
answer you.
that's in the back. There's only one trailer in the image right now.
Is that you mean the box
The
truck?
box truck trailer.
It
Yes.
could be the tenant's, it's not ours. Could be anybody's.
So that one's not yours.
The freighter, even
Okay,
that
if I
car
may-
in the back, the freighter would be delivering on this side. That's the Bobcat sweeper, right, correct? Or is that the part that
Okay.
they're making sure that there's no oil or anything?
Okay.
Which is standard.
So these, can we all agree, are on Southwest Second right now?
Well, yeah, so are the
Okay.
other ones too. I don't know.
So the city
if
rests
that's
its
the
case
tenants.
right now. You could see on this picture, they're storing material outside for however long, it doesn't matter. The point is the vehicles and the equipment were on the right of way when this picture was taken
Okay.
as evidence.
What are you circling there? The box truck? Is that what you're zeroing in on? Oh, so sorry. Okay. So again, you keep saying the word storage, and I do take issue with that. It's not storage. It's not sitting there overnight. It's not sitting there for
For however
hours.
long it's there.
Again,
It's
it
still
may not
supposed
be
to
a pretty
be-
plant, but it's a commodity.
It's supposed to be in your business, not in the public right of
I
way.
know. I agree. I'm
Okay.
not disagreeing with
So the
that,
city rests
but
its case.
Storage is not.
So
yeah.
the city rests its case, and we pursue adjudication at this time. We wish to pursue adjudication at this time.
I understand what you're saying. And again, we ask not to be violated based on the fact that your ordinances are silent when it talks about conducting or deliveries or what have you in your right of way. Now, we certainly can get a permit, we can get a special permit, we can ask commission or whoever we have to go through to do that, and we would do that. Certainly, if that was needed or if that was suggested, we would absolutely do that. Or, like Special Magistrate stated before, change our SOP and deliver inside.
Yeah.
We can do that as well. But at the time, our comply date, 8/26, we were in compliance. I don't think anybody has a picture of that. We do have a picture of 8/24. This is September 30th. Again, she inspected us and we were compliant, case was closed and it reopened. And I understand you have the right to do that. Thank you.
I'm going to say this like I tell everybody that comes before me. If I took your car and if I had the permission to drive your car right now and I went through a stoplight that had a flashing camera, whose responsibility is it that I went through that red light in your car? Yours, right? Yes, that's your.
who would be
If I went
ticketed?
through a toll,
Yeah.
you're going to pay my toll.
Well, if you're talking about toll,
Okay.
it's different than
But
if
they
you're
didn't say
pulled
they didn't
over.
say in that toll that you had to be driving to be charged with the toll.
I think I understand your example, but I'm not sure that it's a comparable one.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rule in this here case here. Case number CE 250-80306. Was I correct?
Yep.
$80 administration fee, $500 fine. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Can Mr. Calixto come up here? Señor Calixto, acá, enfrente, por favor. Next case, item 14, under new business. Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2507-0309, Samuel Argueta Hernández Bruna Gini.
The property was cited on July 20th, 2025 for code section violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 20th, 2025 with posting on July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Special Master, they do have a permit on file 25010026 for the 40-year recertification, but it's been in an applied status since January 2nd, 2025.
So the permit is already pulled, right?
It's been in an applied status since January 2nd, 2025.
All right, go ahead and state your name and address for the record, sir. Translator.
Translator, can you please ask the resident what their name and address is? Thank you.
Señor, por favor, ¿me puede decir su nombre completo y su dirección?
La dirección es 194 NW 7ST Homestead.
Perdón, ¿podría hablar más cerca del micrófono ya que no puedo escucharlo bien?
194 NW 17 ST Homestead 33030.
330. 194 Northwest 17th Street Homestead 33030.
Can you also please ask him what his name and relationship is to the property? Thank you.
Por favor, diga su nombre completo y qué relación tiene con la propiedad.
Samuel Argueta Hernández.
Samuel Argueta Hernández.
Correcto.
¿Qué relación tiene con la propiedad, señor?
Nosotros estamos trabajando el permiso, que todavía no me han dado el permiso para resolver lo que las luces del parqueo y unas cosas de adentro de la propiedad.
We are working on getting our permit that we haven't gotten yet to solve the issue with the parking lights and also some lighting inside the property.
Can you ask him what his relationship is specifically, if he's the property owner, the tenant, the contractor?
¿Cuál es su relación en particular con la propiedad? ¿Usted es el dueño? ¿Usted alquila? ¿Es el contractor?
Soy el dueño.
I'm the owner.
How much a time are you looking to? How much a time is he asking for in order to be able to become compliant?
Señor, ¿cuánto tiempo usted está solicitando para poder estar en cumplimiento?
Como 2 meses necesito.
I need about 2 months.
Okay, I can give him 45 days at most.
Lo máximo que puedo darle son 45 días.
Okay, está bien, gracias.
All right. So in the case,
It's okay, thank you very much.
in the case number
Item 14 under new business.
Es el ítem 14 bajo nuevos negocios.
In case number CE 250703009, $80 administration fee, 45 days to come compliant. Thank you.
En el caso CE 25070309 estoy dando unos gastos administrativos de $80 y 45 días para estar en cumplimiento. Gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Next case, item 35, under new business, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 25090211, MAC Group Corp.
The property was cited on September 13, 2025 for code section violation 15-255. Window coverings must be removed from all the windows. This is in reference to accordion shutters that were closed on all the windows. This is now in compliance. 16-17 and 16-20, operating without a business license. This is in reference to MAC Group Corp, not registered with the city for the duplex rental property. 30-433 subsection F, commercial vehicles stored in a residential property. This is in reference to 2 utility trailers on the property. This is now in compliance. 6-36, expired permit. This is in reference to expired permit of windows and doors. This is now in compliance. New permit issued on October 22nd, 2025, under 2509-0424 for the windows and doors. A notice of violation was mailed regular and certified and also posted on September 13. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on September 13, 2025. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accept it.
Special Master, the only violation that is still on the property is for the business license. I have been in contact with Mr. Farias, who advised that he has applied for the business license, and they let him know that it should be ready by next week.
Go ahead and state your name and address, sir, for the record.
Yes, good afternoon, Magistrate, board members and staff. My name is Johnny Farias. My address is 13718 Southwest 283rd Terrace, Homestead, Florida, 33033. And I would like to present the power of attorney for me to speak on behalf of the property, which is my mom's.
Send it to the attorney.
And it's just for this property here.
This document hasn't been witnessed.
It's been authorized.
Right, but it hasn't been witnessed. It needs to be signed. It needed to have been witnessed. And
Well, there's no reason why it being it was authorized. It didn't need to be witnessed. I wasn't aware of that.
I'll listen to the case, but I would still have to make the ruling without the owner here.
Okay, the only thing we're asking for is a little more time. I have the paperwork that we already applied for the license. It's not something that they give us right away, so it's gonna take, they said about a week.
And according to, go ahead.
Yes, all the other violations are now in compliance. They removed the shutters, and they have an issued permit for the windows and the doors, and they did comply with the utility trailers on the property. So the only pending violation would be the business license for the rental property.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give extension of 30 days to be able to obtain the business license and to come compliant. All right, $80 administration fee for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the ruling. In the case number CE 25090211, 30 days to come compliance with business license, $80 administration fee for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Do I get that back, or you just keep it for your records?
for future reference, the power of attorney does have to be witnessed.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you very much.
After we have finished with your case, please give us a minute and wait here so you can sign the documents. Thank you. Next case, item number 7. Under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506 0409 1200 Southwest 3rd Street, LLC.
Buenas tardes.
¿Necesita traductor?
Sí, por favor.
The property was cited on June 26, 2025 for code sections violation 19-1-19-6, conditions constituting a public nuisance, including unauthorized outdoor storage, potholes on the property, poor exterior maintenance, and the presence of a refrigerator and appliances in common areas. Code section 6-197, the property gate or fence in need of repair. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on August 25th, 2025, with posting on August 26, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 25, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Please state your name and, go ahead and let's. Please state your name and address, please.
Por favor, diga para efectos su nombre completo y su domicilio.
Misnelis Martínez, residente de 5134 Northwest 5th Street, Miami, Florida 33126.
She is representing as owner or?
¿Viene a representar como propietaria?
Property manager. All right. Can she go ahead and tell me her statement? I need your statement.
Por favor, diga su declaración y hable cerca del micrófono, por favor, señora.
¿Me puede repetir, por favor?
Sí, le pido por favor que hable bien cerca del micrófono porque apenas puedo escucharla.
Okay.
¿Cuál es su declaración?
Ok, veníamos a declarar, nosotros recientemente estamos tomando como nueva administración la propiedad ubicada en la 1200 Southwest 3th Street, Coral Grove Apartments, bajo la administración de Axios Property LLC. Recientemente...
Señora, por favor, haga pausas porque si no, no puedo interpretar lo que usted está diciendo.
Disculpe.
No hay problema. We have recently acquired the administration of this property in 1200 Southwest 3rd Street. The company is H Property Management. Puede continuar.
Acá tengo que le podemos mostrar a partir de septiembre 30 de este año 2025 es que nuestra compañía Axios Property tomó la nueva administración de esta propiedad y no teníamos conocimiento.
Puedo mostrarle aquí. Ok, señora, necesito que haga frases cortas porque si no es imposible interpretar. Okay? I can show you here this document that proves that we have acquired this administration property since September 30th, 2025 with this company H Property Management.
Okay. How can we help her become compliant?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarla a que esté en cumplimiento?
Estamos aquí para solicitar más tiempo. Ya comenzamos todos los trámites para cumplir las violaciones, para subsanar las violaciones. Estamos pidiendo más
tiempo. We are here to request more time. We are moving forward to and taking actions to be in compliance and mitigate these violations, but we need more time.
All right. I can go ahead and make the ruling.
¿Puedo entonces tomar la decisión?
Sí.
For CE 25060409, is that correct? 45 days to be able to become compliant, $80 administration fee. Thank you.
Okay,
Le voy a dar entonces 45 días para que entre en cumplimiento y les vamos a cobrar la tarifa administrativa de $80. Muchas gracias.
Next case, under new business, item 21, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25070317, Ibambini, Inc.
Hi, how are you? I'm here with my father, Carlo Rocchetti. I'm sorry.
Hold on. The property was cited on July 20th, 2025 for code sections violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 20th, 2025 with posting on July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Special Master, they do have a permit on file, 25010047 for the 40-year recertification. It's in applied status as of January 2nd, 2025.
All right. Can you go ahead and state your name and your address?
My name is Maria Lombardo, and my name is Maria Lombardo. My father is Carlo Rocchetti. He's actually the owner of the structure of the building. I'm owner of the business.
Okay.
It's Mamma Mia Pizzeria and Restaurant. I'm here because he speaks English, but broken. He speaks Italian. I figured he needs to be here because he's the owner of the actual building. The reason we're here, obviously, Officer Chappelle already has stated, we got everything taken care of this morning. Everything is already permitted. The only reason is that we're asking for an extension is because the head of the building department, I'm not sure what his name is, he's out till next week, so they can't release the certificate of the 40-year recertification. Okay. So we have to wait till next week, so it doesn't show up on the computer, but we have the receipt of payment and all that.
Okay.
But we would like to just add, if it's okay, that the reason we're here, we really shouldn't be here. When we got the first letter under Linda Blanco, so this was like the 2-year warning, whatever it is, the 2-year advisory, and we received that. We received no other letters. So what happened is in 2025, we've always been very respected in the community. We said, well, it's going to be due. We were thinking before December. We were thinking end of 2025. I should have done my due diligence for my father and said, let me find out. But we figured it's the end of the year, whatever. Then in June or July, I think it was, we found the violation on the door, and immediately we had already started anyway. So I contacted Officer Chappelle in code compliance. They're always very cooperative. And she said, no issues, just keep working on it, get it done, let us know. So we were just missing the thermographic test. We turned it in. And just as a note, last week we find out, because it was taking a little long, and I said I don't want to waste time in court, their time and my time, what's going on with the plan review? Why is it taking so long? And then, so I got a little frustrated, and I also added, I said, why is it that we don't get a lot of these letters certified? Because we would have known, and we would have gotten to this point. Well, I find out from them, they send me a copy of emails, that the letters, the packet with all the instructions and the dates and all that was certified. It was returned to them and sitting on their desk, and I have copies of it. So we never got any notification about dates. And again, it's human error, but we would have avoided all of this, And on top of it, I'd like to add that we also sent them the emails, and I confirmed with them saying, did you get all 4 emails to get this through before this week? And they confirmed, yes, we got all the emails. I get an email back saying that the plan had been denied, and it was because whoever was to funnel the emails didn't send them all the emails. They were missing the thermographic. So this morning, I marched into the permit department saying, what is going on? And I immediately gave them the thermographic report, and everything was approved. But what I'm saying is, these things are important, because I realized that then I got a letter that was apparently certified in that packet or something. I'm not too sure about it, but it says that we would have had termination of electrical And also a demolition order by Miami-Dade County. It was already a notice, and we did not get it because the packet was sitting on somebody's desk.
Okay, I can assure you, because a couple of weeks ago I did go to a meeting, that the city now is under, if I'm not mistaken, e-documents, where we have all our documents now through electronic. So you will, I'll let the manager discuss that in a few minutes. I'm quite sure they are trying to alleviate any human mistakes again.
Thank you. And
I do understand your frustration. I got a ticket in Georgia. It took 2 years before I found out because I did not get a court order. I did not get anything in the mail.
I know.
Unless I continued to check, my driving license would have been suspended. So I do understand how eggshell it is. So I'm gonna let our manager give a little description of that, but I was very much like, wow, thank you.
Yes. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I'm not like
That's
picking on
okay.
any employees. It's just like, so we as a community, because we are a small community, and if it was sitting on somebody's desk, I don't know what the description of their scope of work is, but to at least have said, hey, what is this address? Hey, it's Mamma Mia.
Everybody
It's across
knows
the
where
street.
Mamma Mia is
Okay,
at.
call and see, they don't know we're father-daughter, but at least to say, do you have the address of the owner of the building, a new address of contact? Because these are things that are very important, and we've never had problems with code compliance. They're very cooperative. Anything we need to do, we do, and we want to stay in good standing. We've been in business more than 40 years. We've never had any issues.
And as you say, we're a small community, but we
Yes.
do have newcomers coming in who don't know where
course.
businesses are.
Yes.
I've been here 15 years,
Yes.
so I'm still learning. Wow, I didn't know that was
Yes.
crosstown, but
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
It's across town.
Yeah, and as Magistrate Style advised, the city's moving towards an electronic platform. It's called EPNL, and we have a lot of very exciting features that are coming forward with electronic processing and digital plan reviews. So that should make the process a lot smoother and a lot easier.
Okay, so thank you. So apparently I'm just waiting on the head building inspector to send us that official certificate, and probably they will register it online, but I have all the proof of payment and everything here.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make the ruling on this. CE 25070317, 30 days to be able to come compliant. And I'm gonna waiver the $80 administration fee today. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Next case. Under table cases, item number 3, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2505-0155, Yaima Molina Hernandez.
This property was cited on May 9, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the extended driveway, and also for the permit that was expired for a door that was installed. Notice violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted May 10th and July 26, 2025. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property is set for today's hearing. Currently, the property remains in violation. Photographs were taken May 9th, 2025. As of today, there's no permit on file. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Hi, my name is Lionel Dowsa. I'm the representative for,
Just give me a few minutes,
Sure.
sir. What number? What number am I on? What number?
Item number 3, under table cases,
Right,
case number CE 2505-0155,
Thank you.
and I believe he has 2 cases.
2 cases.
The other case is below, item number 4, case number CE 2505-0193, and he advised he has a power of attorney for one of the properties.
Okay. Go ahead, sir. State your name and your address.
my name is Lionel Dowsa. My address is 7105 Southwest A Street, Miami, Florida, 33144. We are the contractors and the expediters in this matter.
Okay. How can we help you to become compliant?
Okay, today we downloaded the application and the plans because we sent an email about a week ago and the city responded back to us saying that has to be downloaded on the system. And we just did it today. We paid the fee. I could show you proof that I have from the email that I received from the city. I know he checked on it early this morning. He couldn't find it, but it is on the system. I can show it to you.
That is correct. As of today, we don't have any records because it was recently submitted into the system, but he did show me an email as a proof that he submitted the application.
Does it have a number or the numbers on it?
Not yet. It just it only shows that he submitted the application. That's all. A permit number has not been assigned yet.
Well, I have here reference BD 25-00222BL-R. We paid a fee of $140 for
Okay.
each one. Well, number 3 and number 4. We pay for the door and we pay for the driveway.
So you just need more time.
Definitely, I need more time to get this approved.
All right, so I'm gonna give you 30 days.
Okay. If in 30 days we don't have it approved, can I come back and ask for additional time?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Just make sure you have that, you're following pursuit, you know?
Yes,
All right?
yes, we are.
So I'm gonna go ahead and rule in this case here. The first case is CE 250-50155. 30 days to come compliant, $80 administration fee. All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Item number 4, under table cases, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2505-0193, Anaray Corso.
That one also, we filed the,
Deme un momento. This property was cited May 16, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the extended driveway. Notice of violation and summary to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted May 17th and July 19, 2025. Compliance still has not been met. The property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property remains in violation. Photographs were taken May 16, 2025. There's a permit on file 25060088. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accept it. Go ahead and state your name and address for the record, sir.
Lionel Dowsa, 7105 Southwest 8th Street, Miami, Florida, 33144. In this case, we also today followed downloaded all the information, and number that we have is BD 250-0222BLR.
All right.
I also have a power of attorney for, I don't know if it's needed or not.
I'm going to go ahead and make the ruling on the case, on case CE 250-50193. 30 days come compliant, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Next item under table cases, Code Officer Chapelli, item number 11, case number CE 2507-0303, New Health Community Centers, Inc.
The property was cited on July 20th, 2025 for code section violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 20th, 2025 with posting on July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accept it.
Special Master, they do have a permit on file. 25010019 for the 40-year recertification is in an applied status as of January 2nd, 2025.
Go ahead and state your name and address, please, for the record.
Hi, I'm Yolamar Armas, and the address is 153 Northeast First Road, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
Okay. How can we help you?
Yes, I'm here just representing the business. I'm the daughter of the owner. Once this property was acquired, it has not been in use since it was purchased in 2018, so it's currently pretty much abandoned, but we have plans to turn it into our medical facility, so we will be asking for a permit and doing all the proper due diligence in order to turn this into our medical facility. We do have another property that we have been working with the city of Homestead as well to do, so we actually were not aware until July that we needed to do this for this property because we were mainly focused on that one, and it was sent to our business in Miami, so I was only just aware of it during that time. So we are asking for an extension in order to become compliant with this.
Okay.
That's my daughter.
Yeah, I said that.
You should be proud of her.
I am. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
How much time are you asking for? 30 days?
30 days would be a great start, but if we could have a little bit more time due to the fact that we are working on another property, it would really help us to finish that as well.
Okay, I'll give you 45 days.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. In the case number CE 25070303, 45-day to come compliance, $80 administration fee for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item 26, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25070523, Luis Santana.
Buenas tardes.
And there's two cases.
Sí, por favor.
The property was cited on August 3rd, 2025 for code section violation 30-403, operating, storing, and conducting outside the approved business permit. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on October 5th, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on July 31st, August 3rd, August 10th, and October 5th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Go ahead and state your name and address, sir, for the record.
Introductor, por favor.
Las actas.
Translator, can we please ask him what his name and his address and his relationship to the property is? Thank you.
Yes, I asked, but he's not answering. I don't know if I can hear him or if he's not answering.
You were muted for a second. If you could please restart. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Señor, por favor, diga su nombre completo y su domicilio para las actas y díganos qué relación tiene con la propiedad.
Mi nombre es Eduardo Cubilete y vivo en el 1418 East Mowry Drive, apartamento 202. Soy...
Disculpe, ¿podría hablar más cerca del micrófono? Apenas puedo escucharlo.
Sí, ok. Mi nombre es Eduardo Cubilete, vivo en el 1418 East Mowry Drive, apartamento 202. Y soy el administrador.
Morning Drive, dijo. Morning Drive, ¿cómo es la calle?
Mowry Drive.
Mowry Drive, ok. ¿Y qué relación tiene con la propiedad, señor?
El administrador.
Administrador. ¿El primer nombre suyo cómo es?
Edward.
Edward, okay. My name is Edward Cubilete. The address is 1418 East Murray Drive, apartment 2102, and I'm the administrator of the property.
Okay. Go ahead and state his statement of how we can help him become compliant.
Por favor, díganos su declaración y cómo podemos ayudarlo para que entre en cumplimiento.
Sí, recientemente yo adquirí la administración de ese lugar y lo que necesito es un poco de tiempo para organizar un poco. Adentro estamos organizando ya para corregir esa problemática de que no haya carros afuera ni nada de eso.
I have recently acquired the administration of this property, and what I would like is more time to get things together and be able to be compliant. We have started the process of organizing inside the property, but we need more time to get everything in order to become compliant.
Okay. Who's the hearing master? Oh, who's the code enforcer for this? Can you give me a little bit of leeway on this?
So I have spoken to the owner multiple times because they have stored numerous times the materials outside. They comply with it. One second. They comply with it, but then in the upcoming days, they'll store the materials again. So for this case and the next case that we're going to read, we would like to adjudicate because it's an ongoing issue.
He hablado con el dueño en varias oportunidades porque han puesto el material afuera y luego lo volvieron a entrar. En alguna oportunidad estaba el material adentro, pero luego en diferentes oportunidades volvieron a guardar el material fuera.
So my question is, how often do they understand, or the businesses understand their limitations about parking in the swells? Have we been educating them? Have we, because, I don't want us to seem like we're targeting them and they're continuing to do these same things.
So I will say, in addition to our department conducting multiple sweeps of the area and making conversations with the workers and the property managers, we have also had the assistance of the police department, who have also gone out there and cited and even towed away vehicles. The city went out and installed no parking anytime signs. So the city has been very tirelessly trying to assist in rectifying the issue. And it seems that it gets good for a couple days, but then it goes right back into the same rotation, unfortunately. My recommendation to maintain consistent with the previous ruling is probably going to be that of an adjudication with a $500 fine, just to maintain consistency with our judicial process. That is my recommendation.
Because what I'm seeing is like they're going to start saying we're picking on them, and they're not. But because they're parking in the swell is not holding the waters back, or is not being able to do what the purpose it is for us to have swells. Now it's causing us to have floods. So I see it on both ends, but how... okay. All right, let's go. I'm just a little frustrated because it's seeing the same thing over and over and over and over, and it seems like no matter how many times I give them a fine, they're still doing the same thing over. Because these cases, I can go back all the way from the first of the year, and I still see the same thing.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why we're making sure we're doing more proactive sweeps, right? We're being more proactive on monitoring, because what was happening was we would pass by, issue a violation, and then we would kind of stop, and then that would give them the idea, oh, it's okay again. Now, since we're consistently checking, they're like, okay, they're passing by pretty frequently, it's not going to slide anymore.
Okay. All right.
Estoy un poco frustrado porque lo que veo es que esta situación se repite una y otra vez y otra vez y otra vez. Entonces, cuando dejan de hacer las inspecciones, entonces vuelve a suceder, y por más que varias veces los hemos multado financieramente, vuelve a suceder la situación.
And it's just this one area where we have all of our recycle area. I'm not going to say junkyard because that's that's not the term no more. But it's all in this area of Maury Drive and 2nd Avenue.
Yes.
So this whole area is doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, and some of the businesses that are budding there have gone and started taking the proactive steps to come into compliance. So some of them are complying and acting in good faith. We just need to get the same compliance from the remaining businesses that are out of compliance.
I don't know how we're going to be able to do it, but this is just a suggestion. Maybe the mayor and the city manager needs to take the owners and sit at a round table and make sure they understand the ordinances. And that's just seem like that's going to be the only way that they're not going to continue. And then they may continue. But before, I think it just needs to be a discussion with these owners of this area about what are the restrictions and where is the swells and what they can and can't do. So they don't keep coming before us and then have me on Channel 10 or something. I ain't going on Channel 10.
Noted. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and make the ruling do you have anything he wants to say? Anybody got anything they want to say before I make a ruling? All right. This is number 26, right? All right. In the ruling of CE 25070523, it's going to be an $80 administration fee, a $500 fine. Thank you. Did he understand what I said?
¿Entendió lo que dijo, señor?
¿Me lo puede decir, por favor?
Sí. Mr. Magistrate, would you like me to summary a little bit of what was said?
Yes, you
can.
You can.
Okay. Lo que están diciendo es que este es un problema que se reitera una y otra vez y que tal vez la administración de la ciudad lo que tiene que hacer es esta zona en particular en la que se repite una y otra vez esta violación, entonces tal vez el intendente de esta ciudad tiene que reunirse con todos los nuevos dueños de estos negocios, tener una conversación en una mesa redonda y explicar concretamente cuáles son las regulaciones, cuál es el código, qué constituye una violación, para que dejen de incumplir con estas regulaciones y sepan qué es lo que se puede hacer y qué es lo que no, qué está restringido. Algunos dueños de negocios están empezando a hacer cumplimiento de estas ordenanzas, pero otros no. Eso es lo que se dijo. En el caso particular de esta resolución, de este fallo, va a tener que pagar una tasa administrativa de $80, además de una multa de $500. Okay. ¿Quiere decir algo más usted, señor?
Está bien, gracias.
No, it's fine, thank you.
Thank you.
No te vayas. Yeah.
Oh, one more case.
Case number
CE.
CE 25080307, item 29.
The property was cited on August 19, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, operating outside the scope of your approved business permit, conducting business activities outside the permit, storing or processing materials outside the enclosing walls. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on October 5th, 2025 with posting. Currently the property is in violation. I took the photographs on August 19 and August 24th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Are these two different dates, or are these two of the same dates? is the citation from one is the same citation from the second? Or is these two different days?
So it's two separate violations for two separate things. One is for the storage outside and over the top of the enclosed walls, and the other one's for acting outside of their approved business license.
So basically two fines in one.
Correct.
Go ahead and state your name and address, sir, for the record. Translator, can you get him to state his name and address?
Of course. Por favor, diga su nombre completo para actas y su dirección de domicilio.
Mi nombre es Edward Cubilete, mi dirección es 1418 East Maury Drive, apartamento 202.
My address is 1418 E Mahos Drive, apartment 202. ¿Me puede repetir su nombre, por favor?
Edward Cubilete.
My name is Edward Cubilete.
All right. Does he have any statement he wants to give about this ordinance that he's violated?
¿Quiere dar alguna declaración acerca del incumplimiento de esta ordenanza?
Sí, como le decía al principio, recién adquirí la administración del local y estoy trabajando ya para que ese tipo de cosas no sigan sucediendo.
As I stated before, I recently acquired the administration of this property and we are working towards avoiding these things in the future from happening again.
All right. I encourage him to please review the ordinance so that he will be familiar with being able to operate within his scope of practice.
Le recomiendo, señor, por favor, que revise las ordenanzas y las regulaciones para que usted esté familiarizado con ellas y entonces pueda operar según lo que tiene permitido según su negocio.
And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call or reach out to your code enforcer or the city so you can get to be able to stay within compliance. Okay?
Y si tiene alguna pregunta o alguna duda, por favor, no dude en contactar a la gente que se encarga de los códigos y del cumplimiento de los mismos o a la ciudad para estar seguro de que usted está cumpliendo con los mismos.
All right? Okay. So today is $80 administration fee, a $500 fine.
Entonces el día de hoy es una tasa administrativa de $80 y una multa de $500.
In the case number CE 250800307, $80 administration fee, $500 fine. Thank you.
Next case under new
Gracias.
business, item 33, Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 25090179, Vitoli LLC.
The initial site visit was done on September 9, 2025. I was able to make contact with the tenant there. And based on this information, the property was cited some days later on September 12, 2025, per the directive of the Homestead Public Services for code section violation 15-721, which is on sanitary living conditions, which is inhabiting a unit without running water or without delinquent utility account. A notice of violation was mailed via certified mail and posted on September 12, 2025. Compliance was not met per the review of Homestead Public Services. Therefore, the property was set for tonight's hearing. As far as I know, per the directive of HPS, the property is still in violation. I took the photograph that you see today on September 9 and September 12. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
accepted?
When I was having the conversations with the tenants that day, they explained to me that they were having some kind of financial hardship in order to get their account in reinstating in good standing. I offered them some assistance that the HPS has on file to see if they qualify. Very important. At that moment, they didn't knew if they qualify or not because each case is different. But at least I offered those options, and that was my last time I have a conversation with them. But as of right now, per HPS, they're saying that the utility accounts or is either not in good standing, and they are living there without running water. That's what they're saying.
Go ahead and state your name and address, sir, for the record.
Yes, Joseph Varela. Yeah, I'm here for the address 1412 Southeast 28th Court, Homestead, Florida.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your statement. Let's see.
Yes, sure. We have a Section 8 tenant living in this property that by rules and regulations of Section 8, she needs to have water in her name. She has activated, as the gentleman has mentioned, the officer has activated water in her name, has refused to pay for her water bill for several months. There's like a $5,000, the last bill that was received in her name was for like $5,000. It's her, she activated the service. It's her right to pay for it. I'm here to address the issue because I've also informed Section 8 of the situation as well, because she's in violation. Like the gentleman has mentioned, she's in a hardship, she says, but she has, I don't understand the situation because she has not paid her water bill for several months. And this is the reason why she doesn't have water right now. So I understand, I guess they put it on the owner, you know, and they B2B, you know, as we as the owners, but there should be some responsibility for the individual who's activated the account and put the account in their name. We're doing everything possible to address the issue. We've worked with the tenant, but it's reached $5,000. We'd like to, you know, to either establish a payment plan or for them to, for the city of Homestead to provide service temporarily. So to give this woman, to give our tenant the opportunity to pay for the bill and for us to address the issue as well. That's why we're here.
You got a $5,000 water bill. I don't think you intending to pay no bill. I'm gonna have to get some.
And this has come to our attention recently in reference to the $5,000 bill.
Yeah.
Because we ended up getting the account number and we investigated on our side because I have the water bill here with me under her name. And it's like, you know, she just refuses to pay.
And Special Master, if I may, let me reiterate what I said initially. When I make contact with her, let her know that she's not alone in this issue. The city may have possible assistance to help her to get this account in good standing. However, I do not know if she followed through or not, but I did offer that option to her.
She claims, the tenant claims, that she reached out to the city of Homestead and they weren't willing to assist because she didn't have an account with them for a certain period of time. You had to have an account for a minimum of 2 years. I don't know. I'm just quoting what she has mentioned to me. And being that she hasn't been there 2 years or for that specific reason, they were willing to not assist.
I'm trying to get wrap around my thought because if it's Section 8, Section 8 usually come in and does an inspection. And if you don't have these qualifications, they usually evict you or drop you off of Section 8. If I'm not mistaken, I mean, I rent homes too, but
yes.
I'm trying to figure this out.
You're 100% right.
I need to get some legal advice.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right in reference to this. We have taken the necessary
steps
to address it with Section 8. Section 8 is aware of this. We have the documentation. She's been informed that she's in violation and she must pay this $5,000 or she's at risk to lose her assistance.
I'm going to ask counsel to help me on this one.
Yeah.
On the Section 8 matter?
I mean...
I obviously am not familiar with the situation that this tenant is going through. As far as whether any sort of payment plan could be arranged, I think that that's something that would have to be discussed between the tenant and the city. Ultimately, obviously, violations that occur on the property are the responsibility of the property owner. However, under these circumstances, of course, Mr. Special Master, you could defer this matter to allow the city and the property owner to work with the tenant a little more to understand the situation. Because
From what my views is, if she's not paying light bill and water bill $5,000, that's a lot.
Well, she's probably paying her light bill. This is only with water. She has FPNL. I would assume she's paying her light bill. I don't think she's, yeah. In the specific community, there's certain communities here in Homestead that have, I don't know why they did it that way. You have FPNL and you have Homestead water. In this case, she has FPNL and she has Homestead water.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true, Special Master.
That's the Olympics water bill for them doing the swim team.
Yeah, yeah.
She
claims that she's tried to address it with the city of Homestead, and I don't know. I need assistance as well because she needs to be accountable as well.
I would need assistance
too.
too.
It's like if I go and I rob a bank, well then I got to suffer the consequences.
Well, in this case, this is your property.
Yes,
I
understand.
in all honesty, you know, and so I have to look at it from that point of view. It is your property. However, I don't know how this is going to end, but I'm going to give you 45 days to get with powers to be and come up with a game plan. I would reach out to Section 8 and get Section 8 on this because according to Section 8, that's how you're getting your compensation. And you have no dealings with the light bill or utilities. All you're doing is providing her housing. But at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to, take care of your property. And without water, I wonder how she's getting water. $5,000. Jesus.
Yeah. Mr. Special Master. In the process, I have to remove her. That's the thing. And so I have reported her.
And that's a process.
Yeah. She'll lose her Section 8 is what will happen. And
what is the process what's the time you need to continue your process?
I'd like to request 90 days to try to address the issue.
I'll give you 45.
Right, I understand.
Mr. Special Master, I do want to note, while I've advised you in your position that obviously the owner of a property is responsible for any violation that occurs there, we cannot offer advice, even to seek legal counsel. We can't advise you of that. But this is something, as a property owner, obviously you are going to have to explore on how to solve.
Right, understood. Unfortunately, it falls on the owner, but she has no responsibility because you can't go after someone that doesn't have.
I'm gonna tell you like my uncles told me when I got ready to get married.
Yes.
If you marry a woman with kids, they're your kids.
Yeah.
And if you own the house, that's your responsibility. And I'm saying that in like hindsight, but
right.
I do give you 45 days. I'm going to waive it to $80 today. So, and case number, that's number 33, right? Case number CE 25090179. I'm going to give you 45 days waiver to $80 administration fee. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Next case, under civil citations, item number 2, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25090036, Marie P. Terville and H. Saint Lumi.
Citation was issued to Marie P. Terville and H. Saint Louis Calixte. Okay. Property address is 536 Southwest 2nd Avenue. Citation was issued on September 3rd, 2025 for code section violation 23.5-5 for improper garbage disposal. Location of violation is on the Southwest 5th Street and Southwest 2nd Avenue. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is not in violation. The violator did correct it and pay for the bulk trash removal. I took the photographs on September 3rd and September 14, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Except, did I hear you say he did take the responsibility and paid for it to be removed?
He did paid for
Oh.
the bulk trash to be removed, yes.
Okay. Go ahead and state your name and address, sir.
536 Southwest 2nd Avenue. Salome Calix.
Okay. I'm going to drop this case because he took the responsibility and he did take action and did what he needed to do for as a citizen. So in case number CE 250900036, void the ticket. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Special Master, they have another case.
All right.
No, ma'am, señor. They do have another case, sorry. Hopefully this one gets worked. Citation was issued to, case number is the CE 250900046. Okay. Citation was issued to Marie P. Turbill and H. St. Louis Calixte. Property address is 536 Southwest 2nd Avenue. Citation was issued on September 3rd, 2025 for code section violation 29-11 for improper landscaping maintenance. It's the hat racking of the tree. Location of violation 536 Southwest 2nd Avenue. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs on September 3rd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. So he pruned back the tree more than 30%.
Yes, and that's how you saw the bulk trash on the other location, which he did pay for it to
Be removed.
Yes, it's just the tree was hat racked, but they were not aware. I know they were getting prepared for the hurricane season. They are aware now, but I'll let you.
All right. Does he understand now that he cannot prune trees back at that rate?
Yes.
All right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to give him. I'm still going to find him, but I'm not going to find him as much as that. I think the ticket. I don't have the ticket before me. Do I have a ticket? I think I do. I got it. Okay. I'm going to reduce the fine to $200. Let me find it first. It's 2 tickets. I did the first one, right? Okay, I got it right here. Thank you. I'm going to reduce the fine to $200. All right. And waiver the $80 administration fee. All right. So in case number CE 250900646, $200. Thank you. $200. That's all. That's it. Thank you. Could you tell him I reduced the fine? The original fine is $1,000 today because he came before me. But today I'm going to only charge him $200 for pruning back the tree more than 30%. All right?
You.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Next case, under new business, item 34, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 25090209, Luis Arredondo.
This property was cited on September 13, 2025 for code section violation 30-433, subsection H, failing to comply with RV parking standards. This is in reference to an RV not adequately screened in. There is a chain link fence around the property. A notice of violation was mailed regular and certified and posted on September 13. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on September 13. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed, Special Master. Please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Special Master, I have been in contact with the homeowner, Mr. Arredondo, who advised that he has applied for a wooden fence permit and is in the process of obtaining it.
Hey.
Hey. Go ahead and state your name and address, sir.
Luis Arredondo, address is 1260 Northwest 9th Street, Homestead, Florida 330.
And what relations are you to this?
The owner and brother and son.
Okay.
The other people.
I'm going to go ahead and listen to the statement, but if you're not the owner, then...
Special Master, I'm sorry, he is listed as the owner on the property appraiser.
Okay. How can we help you become compliant?
I would like a month and 20 days just for the November weather. I'm pretty good at this stuff, so I should have it done less than that time, but a month and 20 days will be more than sufficient to get the wood fence done.
So I'll give you 45 days at the
I'll take
most.
it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm ready to rule. CE 25090209, 45 days to become compliant, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Likewise.
Next case, under new business, item number 2, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25030131, Mario Andres Ramos y Bainet Teresita.
This property was cited March 15, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the rear terrace. A notice of violation was mailed via certified mail March 15, 2025. A summons to appear was also mailed via certified mail July 30th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs March 15, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25050052. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Please go ahead and state your name and address, sir, for the record.
Mario Ramos, 4123 Northeast 21st Court, Homestead, Florida 33033.
How can we help you become compliant?
So I've been working on trying to get the permit process done. I've been going back and forth with, getting engineers, getting a contractor and everything, and I have a timeline if you'd like me to, tell you about it. So mid-March is around the time that they gave me the violation. After that, I started looking for somebody to help me out with it. The first person that I contacted kind of fell through the cracks and didn't reach out anymore or said they couldn't help me. Eventually, the second help, another gentleman that was kind of guiding me a little bit better, was in March, and he's been kind of guiding me. I submitted the initial paperwork, I believe, for the first permission on May, and I got disapproved. They wanted more details, and after that, I contacted the guy that was kind of helping me with to get an engineer. Around August, I found an engineer. I gave him all the information that they need, aside from the paperwork that I already submitted. And then on September 3, I think that's what it was, September 3 is when the engineer kind of told me it was going to be around 5 to 6 weeks. And apparently, when I reached out the first week of October, second week of October, she said that the engineer was on vacation. So that kind of delayed things even more. And currently, I asked for an update. Today, she emailed me back saying that they needed specifications to continue working on the permit. So basically, what I'm trying to do is become compliant. But the problem is, I want to get the permit approved so I can have the contractor do all the modifications or whatever needs to be done. I don't mind doing that. It's just it takes time to get everything approved.
So since you're going ahead and do the permit, I'm going to give you 45 days to become compliant.
Okay.
All right. $80 administration fee today. All right. I'm going to go ahead and make the ruling. CE 25030131, 45 days to come compliant, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Next case, under civil citations, item number 4, Code Officer Palmer. Case number CE 25090049, Mario Jose Mendoza Cesar Mendez.
The citation was issued to Maria Jose Mendoza and Cesar Mendez. The violator was cited on September 4th, 2025, for code section violations 23.5-5. The property in violation is 537 Southwest 12th Avenue. The property was posted on September 4th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
As of now, the citation has not been paid, but the violation was complied by the Solid Waste Department.
Can you give me that number again, that case number?
CE 25090049.
All right, thank you. Go ahead and state your name and address, sir. Translate.
En Spanish, please.
Por favor, señor, diga su nombre completo para las actas y su domicilio.
Ok, mi nombre es César Méndez Díaz. La dirección es 560 Southwest 12 Avenida 33030, Homestead, Florida.
Can you give me your statement?
Por favor, díganos su declaración.
Vine por un ticket que me dejaron a mi nombre y a nombre del dueño de la casa porque yo rento ahí. Pero yo veo que la basura está hacia el otro lado de la calle. No sé, no sé por qué me pusieron ese ticket.
Well, I'm here because I got a ticket on the owner's name and my name. I'm renting there, but I can see that the trash is on the other side of the street, so I'm not sure why I got the ticket on my name.
Can you ask him if the picture is on the image of the screen right now, if that's his mail on the screen?
Señor, donde usted ve la foto que le estaba mostrando ahí.
I believe that's the wrong case. That photo is for the wrong case.
Oh, las fotos son de otro caso. A ver, aguarden un segundo.
The city moves to dismiss the citation.
Dismissed.
Okay. Están descartando la citación, señor.
In the case number CE 25090049, dismiss.
Next case, under lead mitigations, item number 1, Elena Yadira Sir, 1220, 1222, Northwest 12th Street.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Translator, can you please ask them what their name is and the relationship to the property?
Of course. Por favor, diga su nombre completo y cuál es su relación con la propiedad.
Mi nombre es Elena Yadira Sir y soy la propietaria de la 1220 Northwest 12th Street. 3303.
My name is Elena, 33030, dijo.
Sí.
My name is Elena Shavira Seed. I am the owner of the property on 1220 Northwest 12th Street, 33030.
How can we help you to come compliant?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarla para que esté en cumplimiento?
Buenas tardes. My name is Manuel Fernandez. I'm Elena's husband, so I'm going to explain what's happening in our case.
Okay.
So basically, we get this property in 2023, and by that time there are a few houses that I think was planned 8 in that area, and there is a tree who has a branch, facing up our property, right? So it looks like it was those property have people living there. They was taking care of all landscaping on that area. So in some point we received a notification for our office that the branch was blocking the sidewalk. So we automatic took it off. We sent somebody, cut the branch, but by mistake, the branch was placing in a place where there are some trash. So we expecting that it's gonna be trash day, and like the city is gonna pick it up. So later on we realized it wasn't like that, right? So the problem, we have a problem in that area where our property is located, that the people pull trash all the time. So when we get a notification, we came here right away, so the lady from us told us to try to contact Mr. Brian Alejandro. So we sent an email, basically explained to him what's happened was, we didn't acknowledge that we can put that trash in there, but basically this never happened again, right? So we sent 2 emails and things like that. And that's what I mean. We didn't because we didn't know really, right? So this is basically what happened there.
Okay. Give me a few minutes, let me review, because I have a stack of papers to review. So give me a few minutes to review all of this.
Okay.
And then I'll come up with a determination, all right? So you're asking for what are you asking for me to do?
So basically, I mean, I think we know we made a mistake because wasn't acknowledged that we can't put that one basically in that area. We suspecting it was a trash day, like you have a ball day that you pick, the garbage, I think twice a year. Like we live in another place, in another, house, and this is a rental property, but we didn't know about it, right? And this area have a problem. I was talking with one of the gentlemen here that the people put garbage outside, and we can't do anything because it's outside the property line. And we talk with few people around there. I say, yeah, you guys can't put any garbage there. This is a problem that we have there.
So
yeah, what can we do also, to try to make the people do the correction and don't put the garbage on the street, on the sidewalk, or something like that? Because, this is a problem in that area there. And I talk with, couple neighbors around, please don't put any garbage there, don't dump it, this is not a dumping area, But they still do it.
To the benefit of the property owner and his wife, prior to this hearing right now, they did reach out to our office and requested that a sign be installed. So that is something that we're working on with the Public Works Department so they could put up a sign. In addition, the property owner advised that their tenant does have surveillance cameras and they're going to be monitoring and providing that footage, footage to us so that we could prosecute the correct dumpers as well.
Since this is a lien mitigation case, I do just want to advise, obviously, that the city recently adopted an ordinance that limits the lien reduction to 15% of the total civil penalties that were issued. I just want to note that.
Correct. No more than the 85% reduction. Yes.
So I'm going to reduce the fine to 50%, which comes up to $580 for today. That's the lowest I will go. As my uncles would tell me, sometimes a mistake, every degree costs, and mistakes are just that, mistakes. We have to learn from our mistakes. And so I'm going to reduce the fine today to $580. All right? That's it. All right, so are you willing to take that? That's half of what it is defined as, because it was already ruled May of last year, May of last year. It was ruled for $1,000, so I'm gonna do it for $500, and that would be $580, which would include the administration costs.
So we have to do just one payment on that? Because,
Just one payment.
That's the minimum you can go?
That's the minimum I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All right?
We have a trash problem in that area, but basically not in our property. So they keep dumping in that corner there, and we can't do anything about it. You know, we put the camera and we talk to the people out there, and you know.
I do understand, and I do sympathize. That's why I went 50%. So that's the lowest I will go is 50%, along with the administration costs.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Today, and the ruling of case number CE 24040081, $580 as a reduction. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, meeting adjourned at 4:18.
Barely made it.
The website reflects, on the campaign portion of the website, it reflects that you are not the incumbent. So if the clerk could take a look at that and make that correction.
Thank you. Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention.
Okay, is there anyone else online? All right, I will then move to those who have pre-registered. Mr. Osborne, the mic's on, correct?